Now joined by one of the GeneralSports.com athletes of the week, it's Sam Daunt of the men's cross country team. Sam coming off a conference championship in which you won the individual conference title and also helped the team win its first conference championship in 6 years. Let's start with your race first. What was the plan going in and how did you execute to come out on top?
Yeah, I think overall plan for the top four guys, which we've kind of trained and competed together really well so far this season, was just to stay relaxed early on in the race. We figured it'd be a pretty tactical race. ODAC typically is. We think regionals might also be. But just wanted to stay relaxed, try not to lead as much as possible. Maybe we led a little bit too much in the middle there, but I think it worked out well, and the pace shifted well, and I think we moved together as a group pretty well until the end there. And then individually, last lap I felt pretty good. We didn't have like a super rigid plan on when to make moves, but I think it was just kind of when the time felt right, and with about a lap to go, I was pretty close to my teammate Bob Cooper, and I kind of had a good idea that he was also feeling good and that we had a good chance to drop the Lynchburg guys that were with us if we just made a strong, decisive move, and that's what we did, and it panned out well.
So yourself and Bob go 1-2 overall. Keaton finishes in the top 5 as well. Dunaway sneaks into the top 10. You guys walk away with the team title as well, the first team championship in 6 years for cross country. What does that say about this larger group and the fact that on any given day, any guy can step up to the occasion and make a difference?
Yeah, absolutely. Super proud of the boys. Like you said, first time since 2019. Lynchburg is a really good team, nationally ranked. They got a couple guys that are definitely at least close to being All-Americans, possibly All-Americans. Beating them definitely wasn't going to be an easy task. We saw that at Paul Short, just beating them by a point. So we know we definitely need to be on top of our game. I think our guys in the back of the group also stepped up very well from 5 all the way till number 22 for us. Really stepped up well. I think everyone, for the most part, executed the plan really well, and I think we can draw a lot of confidence from that moving on to regionals.
Let's move on to regionals. 2 weeks, so you have this weekend off, but in 2 weeks on the 15th, you're running a familiar place in Roanoke where the conference championship was last year. You got to run there a couple weeks ago as well. What's kind of the strategy heading into that as you guys look for a regional championship?
Yeah, Lynchburg is going to be our toughest team competitor again. Pfeiffer has a good team as well. Emory's always going to have a great team as well. They're going to come in hungry. We know Lynchburg's going to come in hungry. They're going to want to get back at regionals from Saturday. I think it's probably going to be a little bit tactical, but I think with the other players in the field, like Oglethorpe's got some great guys. Pfeiffer, like I said, Emory. I think it's going to be a bit more honest. We're expecting a quicker pace. And I think the Roanoke course definitely kind of plays into that. It's really flat, 3-lap course, pretty spectator friendly, a lot of feedback from coaches, and so I think generally execute a pretty similar game plan to what we did. Kind of put our top guys up there in the mix early, but stay relaxed, and then when people start to move, be there. Then hopefully by the end, we're the ones making the decisive move for the win.
Well, Sam, congrats on a very strong weekend this past weekend. Best of luck in a few weeks.
Thank you.
Now joined by one of GeneralSports.com athletes of the week, it's Olivia Warr of the women's cross country team. Olivia, you won the individual championship at the conference championship for a second straight year. You also helped your team defend its conference title on Saturday. Let's start individually first. What did you like out of your race and how you guys executed your game plan going in?
I really liked starting off all together. I think being on the line together and forming a pack right from the beginning really helped build momentum and energy going into the race. We just talked about how running around fields for a couple of laps can be a little bit mentally tough. So having the energy and just the physical proximity of my teammates really gave me strength to push towards the end.
On the team on a whole, 8 different people in the top 10, a very vast amount of people that all earned all conference as well, which is the top 21 spots. That was 13 different people to put so many people in so many good spots and to walk away with another conference championship. What impressed you most about the group and how everyone was able to execute at the end of the day?
I think being able to, on paper, say we each followed the plan exactly is a huge point of pride. I'm really proud of the younger team. All of the freshmen did exactly what they were supposed to do, and they should take a lot of pride in having such wisdom at a young age and early racing in their college careers.
So now the focus kind of shifts to regionals in 2 weeks' time. That's on Saturday, November 15th, down at Roanoke, a course that you guys are quite familiar with as well, having the conference championship there in the past. Some people have ran at that course already this year as well. When you look at that race and with a lot more players in the game now, too, in terms of teams outside the conference, but still in the region. What's it going to take to walk away with another regional championship for a second straight year?
Working together, I think maybe going in with a similar mindset to this race, but obviously there are more people to race with, and that should be a point of excitement, because that just means, I mean, we can spread out and do the best that we can against the opponents that we're against.
She's Olivia Warr of the women's cross country team, one of our GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. Olivia, thanks for joining us here today. Best of luck in a couple weeks.
Thank you.